No, no fire, no fire.
I can't stay connected to do the arting. It's outside. And now our fluffy son is barking at
So yeah, what's up?
Oh,
How are
there we
you all
go.
doing?
Yeah. It's been a while since we
Yeah.
collab with each other.
I know, right?
No
It
miss
has
is
been a while
first. No
since.
miss is indeed first on your side.
Clearly,
Yeah,
clearly
yeah,
on my
yeah.
side, right? Mm-hmm.
Um,
But
it's been a
mm-hmm.
while for both of us together.
Yeah, yeah. It
Um,
has been, right? Like, wow.
okay, I think one of us needs to pick up our fluffy boy.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go get him, and
No, no, you know what? I
hopefully.
should carry him because I can play games. You're drawing.
Oh, hold on. He's over here. I'm gonna corral him over
I'll
here.
grab him. Teamwork.
He's being he's being in his playfulness, running away. There we go. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Hopefully everybody's having a great time. Sorry, it's like
Snort
this
for the
is like
chat.
really Sorry about the beginning of this stream. It's really weird, and everything is like, you know, we're trying here. We're struggling, but we're trying.
Like, ow, I just hit my knee.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
By the way, let me know if the audio, if you guys hear the audio and it sounds like it's too loud or it's not loud enough and stuff like that. I will fix, as usual. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is up and running right now, and yeah, I think I got everything going. Okay. Okay.
But yes, what's up, Bard? Why'd you summon me for a collab? All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, well, is because we have a lot to talk about, don't we?
Oh yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So we just got married.
Mm-hmm. Just now?
Oh my
just
God.
now, like a moment ago.
I mean, in a sense,
literally
right?
just now.
Literally
sense,
just now.
yeah.
And ever since we started, we got married, we've been really bad about our schedule.
Yeah, like I'm actually really surprised at how things have gone. Like we haven't been able to actually do the streams consistently. You know, like, or at least from my end and stuff
Also,
like
thank
that.
you, No Miss.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done it without chat. in a
Clearly
weird
not.
way.
You know, in a weird way, it's you're not wrong. You know.
But why haven't we been able to stream as much as we wanted to?
Well, I think like a lot of it from my end has to do with our schedule itself, right? Like I want to say like I was meant to stream on Sunday, for example, right? Like I was going to do an art stream and we just couldn't because of the fact that like we suddenly had like a family thing to attend to.
Well, to be honest, it's not real. It's sudden and not so sudden in a sense. Because it's because Bard has never experienced living near his in-laws.
Yeah.
Well, you have experienced living near near in-laws, but they weren't your in-laws quite yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And some things have kind of changed. And what was that?
We got married.
Well, no, that part
that's
is
a change,
that isn't the giant change, but but your in-laws are incredibly social.
Yeah,
well, at least your mother-in-law is, meaning Mama Munii. Mama Munii is incredibly social and very family-oriented, and is like, "Hey, Bard. Hey, Munii."
Yeah.
Instead of like being all holed up in your place all the time, why don't you come over for dinner every Sunday?
Yeah, why not? Right?
So that kind of screws with our schedule a little bit.
Not just a little bit, but yeah, a lot actually. You know, the dinners in the Munii house are not like an easy affair or anything like that, right? Like it's like a whole thing. It's not difficult, but it's like time consuming. That's what I should say, right?
Okay.
Like, and it's not to say that it's a bad thing or anything like that, right? It's just that it requires a lot of planning, let's just say, right? Like and time investment, because you know, like we're not just there to eat, right? We're there to participate. You know, like I think
I'm
that's
trying
like the best way to
get us
explain it.
to participate in the sense of like, admittedly, Mama Munii did not tell us that we had to bring like appetizers or anything, but I'm just trying to contribute, so it's not us always just going there for free food.
Yeah, correct, and stuff like that, right? But you know, in that sense, like regardless of like the reason why, right? Like we still have to make a time investment into that. You know, like and so it's like it really eats into the ability for at least my schedule to stream, right? Like, because I don't I don't go on later in the day, right? Like, well, okay, like time zone, whatnot, what have you, right?
Yeah.
Like, my stream schedule it tends to be a lot earlier than yours, Munii, right? So it's like I'm not actually able to meet that schedule at that point, right? Like at least on that day, right? But admittedly, so like it's not just that day for me, right? Like I've just been really horrifically bad at like even coming back. Like I was meant to stream on the Tuesday that I was meant to come back and stream on, and I completely missed that stream. Like
yeah. So we're trying to we as a couple have noticed that our stream schedules have been really we've been neglecting stream. Let's just be honest, right? So how do we fix this? Well, clearly we're not able to meet our current schedule, so we decided that it might be actually best to revisit our schedule collectively to figure out like what is a better solution than us just kind of like we're setting ourselves up for what's the word I'm looking for? We want to set ourselves up for success, not failure, I guess is what I want to say, right? So we figured that actually doing a schedule change, which we haven't done in like since we started dating, and that was just to remove a stream, technically.
Yeah, that was at the time to remove a stream because of the fact that we they didn't have the time for that, and now it's like, oh shoot, like our schedule has changed so much since then, right? Like like it's just not gonna work for us to continue going the way that we're going and then expecting.
Well, it's also a couple of things. So here's the first thing. Well, we should do a life summary for what's happened since getting married, right? The life summary is I finished school, which was great, and then I still haven't found a job, but it also doesn't help the fact I'm not actually super, to be completely transparent, I haven't actually been like super like applying, which is like more on me type of thing, right? Because I am very lucky that I have a very understanding spouse who is willing to let me kind of like figure out what I want to do with my life at the moment. Now, but that also doesn't mean that I should be kind of like sitting there going like, well, I'm not going to do anything with my time, right? So, when we went to actually a anime convention, Barg also got a taste of what it's like to be a to sell his art at a convention, which he really enjoyed.
Yeah,
even
like,
if we didn't,
it was
we've been studying that quite a bit.
Yeah, we actually have been putting the homework in to studying like what you need to do to prep, like what conventions are out there, how do we like what kind of materials we need,
what kind of printer you would like.
Yeah, what kind of printer you like. We've actually dived pretty deep into this, which is like kind of crazy.
On the other side of things, I've been getting more and more involved with V-Fleet in the back end of things. I've also been slacking off on a certain channel, not gonna lie, because I think for me, I'm very much a creature of habit. Once I break the habit, it's very hard for me to kind of get back into what's the word I'm looking for, like get back into schedule, and this is the reason why, like, somehow, or routine, that's the word I'm looking for. It's hard to get into routine if you never actually established one. So I know for me personally, and for my content, I need to go back onto a routine again. What does that mean? So, content-wise, are we changing anything?
I don't think so.
Not necessarily, but I do think that schedule-wise, do you want to add more streams or do you want to have less streams, right? It's like, how do you feel so far? This is mostly a discussion at the moment. We haven't actually had a concrete idea of how we want to structure our streams lately.
So... like, immediately from my end, it's I don't think I can afford to add more streams, right? Because I'm just too busy. Like here's the thing. Like, here's the thing and I've kind of
The hard
felt like
truth.
this for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hard truth for me is that, like, quite literally between my regular job and you know, like that, like outside stuff now, like, you know, in terms of family stuff and you know, like real life, I just don't have the bandwidth at all to stream more. And I've been wanting to, but it's like every time I think about, like, okay, you know, like maybe I should go on today and do more, like do an extra stream or something like that, right? Like, the problem is I think about what's that gonna do to my schedule, and that's what always stops me. Like, the last time that I didn't stream, like, you asked me on Sunday, like, it was already kind of late in the day when you know, like,
Because
like,
yeah,
oh,
I
hey,
actually have been
yeah.
trying to remind Bard to stream.
Yeah, and you asked me, like, hey, are you gonna stream today, right? And it's like, I wanted to, like, I really wanted to, like I was like, you know what, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to do it right now. But then I thought about it, and I was like, oh, but look at the time, right? Like,
You're
and then we have to
giving
think
yourself
about-
reasons not to stream.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, like, the problem is that it's not like I can change that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving myself a reason not to stream, but it's not like that's like, it's like, it's not a small reason that I can change. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how to word it, right? Because it's like we really, like, okay, let's say I streamed that day, right? We still had to do a lot of chores around the home, right? Because we planned that out for the day.
Hey.
And then on top of that, we had to plan what to bring. Because at the time, we you know, planned to bring something with us to go to said family gathering, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was one of those things where it's like, I don't want to put us in a position where we feel so time crunched that we will start getting annoyed by it. Because, you know, like, the thing that I don't like the most is when I'm feeling rushed because I have no time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the big reason why, like, I kind of was like, okay, you know what, we can't do it. Like, I can't do it today.
You can't do Sunday. Sunday is just not a no-go for you. Which is fine.
Yeah.
But, so you're not adding more streams. That's definitely something that's out of your area.
Yeah.
Whereas
so,
on the other side, I can actually add more streams, and I actually probably should be adding more streams as a supplement and growing my channel, in theory. But I haven't been doing it either. Which is something that I do want to change and do a little bit more, and kind of we'll do more just in general, right? And streaming is definitely a good place to start, at least. Just to kind of like work on something. So my schedule might actually increase as a result.
Yeah.
As much as I'm thinking of actually streaming in the middle of a day now.
Yeah.
Which may hurt me to a certain degree. Because
I mean,
I'm drastically changing my schedule now.
Yeah, because you're usually later in the evening. For
I've been an
mission,
so for my time 8 o'clock. Pete has been my schedule for almost. Well, like when I first started, I didn't really have like a strong schedule, honestly. But I think like I noticed that I usually start streaming around 8 o'clock, so that's why I usually just stuck with 8 o'clock. But now I'm thinking that I need to change to, maybe even start streaming around noon.
Oh wow, that's a huge change for you.
Well, it's and here's and you can you can like share your insight in it, right? But the thing is, I'm not really doing much during the middle of the day. Like if we had to be completely honest, right? So what am I doing in the afternoon?
Mm-mm.
Other than being depressed.
No, I hope you're not like being depressed. No, like,
Well, I'm
but
not
you know,
depressed
like,
because of you. I'm just like
yeah.
I've been
Mhm.
I've been a bit depressed lately. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and it's not because of stream either. Like it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm not hitting numbers. Blah blah blah. It's just simply because of various circumstances that like is
Yeah.
a little bit like it's not beyond my control. It's just I feel a lot of feelings lately, and it has nothing to do with
Mm.
Bard. Bard actually is the only thing that's keeping me mentally stable to a certain extent.
Mm.
But I think as like someone who does want to be like, and this is not just like necessarily as a streamer, right? Like be an entertainer to a certain extent. The biggest part of being an entertainer is that you have to perform, right? So I think having a
Yeah.
regular schedule where I'm performing in a sense is really
Mhm. Mhm.
important. So that's why I'm thinking that maybe I should actually increase my streams and start going earlier in the day. And that means I kind of have to start. It's going to be almost like starting a community by scratch, because like a lot of, even now, like this is like a little bit later than your usual schedule, but it's still around your usual time. This
Yeah,
is
it's still around my
significantly
usual
earlier
time.
than what I usually stream
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Like, this is actually much earlier, for you, at least quite a few hours and stuff like that, right? So,
Yeah.
like the you know, like the people that usually like kind of hang out with you in your stream are like not
Usually
really
the evening people,
or
yeah.
yeah, they're not usually around at this time, so you're almost like starting over in a lot of ways too, like,
Yeah.
which is like a hard thing for a lot of people to do, right? Like,
It's a hard
because
decision because like especially
Mhm.
but we both kind of agreed like with content creation, it's one of those things where it's like, but if you're not streaming at all, because like, I've noticed I've also been just dropping in my regular schedule just as well, right? Where it's become very easy for
Yeah.
us to both be like, oh hey, I'm not gonna do this because it's already late anyways, right? And I've been trying to be better and correcting myself and
Mhm.
and like streaming more regularly, because it's not a good sign if I'm kind of like just for me personally, I don't think it's a good sign if I'm not giving like stream my all as I used to. And it has nothing to
Mhm.
do with Bard, because like you've always been very encouraging for whatever pathway I want to do, whether it's like I want to do more content creation stuff or if I want to just be housewife Munii for a while.
Yeah.
But I should also be an equal partner in trying to participate in, just making stuff happen. And so, I'm thinking that, starting earlier, at least, like, because you can't always talk to me when you're working. You can't,
Yeah.
like let's just be honest, right? So that's why I'm thinking that if I stream earlier in the day, at least,
Mhm.
by the time you finish work, I finish work in a sense.
Yeah.
Instead of
Mhm.
like one person's at work and one person's not at work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, correct. So, like that, I think that's okay, right? Like, in a lot of in a lot of ways, that's almost like, we're both
A little bit more
we're
ideal,
both doing
right?
yeah, we're both kind of doing the 9 to 5 at the same time. And stuff, right? And it's like, but like for you, like it might be kind of daunting because of the fact that it's such a change, right? Like such a huge change in terms of schedule, right? So like,
Well,
are you?
I was actually thinking about like
Mhm.
even starting even earlier, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Like kind of risky it by starting earlier, and the reason for that is so again we would, if I say instead of doing my usual 8 p.m., right? Well, the thing is, like for the 8 p.m. streams, right? Like there's the plus and minuses to it, right? The plus is that
Yeah.
you can always come in and like come chat with us and everything, and
Yeah.
and you're always a fan favorite, obviously, for both of our channels.
Am I?
Yeah, you're the favorite. Everyone loves
No,
Bard.
you're the favorite. No, you're the favorite.
Did you check your stream to make
Mhm.
sure that your thing is not disconnected at all?
Oh no, I've been keeping an eye on it.
Okay, just want to double check.
Mhm.
But like ultimately, how do you best grow on Twitch, right? The hard truth is a combination of things, right?
Yeah.
One of it is the amount of time you spend streaming. If I'm only doing 2 hours at 8 p.m., that's not like it actually. Hey. It actually might be better if I start streaming earlier. Start streaming earlier. And for longer hours.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no, I was gonna mention that too, right? Like, well, you keep going.
No,
because
you go.
that's
You go.
a
You
lot,
say
yeah.
it. You say it.
Oh yeah, because like a lot of people who stream, right? Like going for longer periods of time is better and stuff like that. And the part that makes me a little sad for myself, right, is like, I've never been able to do longer streams, right? Like even on Sundays when I have like more time, right? Because of like commitments that I have in real life, right? I've never been able to actually do like the super long streams, like the ones that go for like a couple of hours and stuff like that. Like sometimes I'll go over by a little bit. I think once or twice I've gone actually 6 hours, right? On a Sunday stream, but then like I was never able to like pull that off again. Like and
It's same
like
for me. Like I used to be able to do
Yeah.
like streams that are like for 5 hours. I think as I used to actually stream for 4 to 5 hours when I first started.
Yeah.
And that was my regular occurrence. And now, lately, I think
Yeah.
like it's not Bard's fault. It's when I went back to school, I had to significantly reduce it because I was going to school and I had to wake up early in the morning. Now I don't have that excuse, quote unquote. So, there we go, right? Like I need to.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now that we're married, I can't exactly be streaming at 12 p.m. at 12 a.m. in the morning, right? Because that's unfair to Bard to a certain extent.
Yeah, it's like, and it sucks too because it's like like again, like it has a lot to do with, at least from my end, right? It has a lot to do with my own work schedule, right? Like, my work schedule, like just to be fully transparent with chat, right? Like my work schedule is actually in a different time zone. I'm still working like hours that are not the same hours as where I'm currently living, right? So what ends up happening is that like, and I've noticed this too, like with in terms of us, right? It's like I will have to go to bed, like it's still quite early in the evening here. But I'm already like acting like it's freaking 1 a.m. in the morning. And like it's super late for me and stuff like that, right? So I'm already out and stuff like that, right? And it's kind of like it kind of affects the fact that maybe that's why you don't want to stream so late, because you don't want to accidentally wake me up or something like that.
Well, no, I know
Like,
I won't wake you up, but it's also kind of like the combination of like, it's one of those things where it's just like, well, half of the reason why I would stream later in the evening is so we can play things together.
Yeah.
But we can't do that. I just think it's not gonna work. Bart, I'm breaking up with you in a sense of stream collapse.
No. Oh no.
Well, it's because
no.
it's like because half the reason why I don't play certain games is because you're not available, but then you're also going to bed like when I want to play those games. And I'm not saying that it's automatically fixed when I stream in the morning. We'll just say, like, that doesn't necessarily inherently solve that issue. But like at least like the middle ground though is that we can spend our afternoons together if I start streaming earlier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because at the rate that we're kind of going at this moment of time, we're kind of like ships in the night in that sense, or passing ships.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Passing ships in the night?
Yeah. The passage ships in the night. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
know?
And I think it does get a bit lonely, not gonna lie, right? So how do we fix that? So I think having like similar work schedules will better give me a routine.
Yeah.
I think. It's also just giving me a routine. And also I just need to start finishing up those videos that I said I was gonna finish. Cause that channel only posted one video for the later series, and I haven't gone back to it because I've just gone way out of routine.
Yeah. And then it's like for me too, it's like, and I was kind of like getting at this, you know, speaking about videos and stuff like that, right? Like this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time, you know, for myself and stuff like that, right? Like, and it kind of sucks because there's actually like I don't think I've talked to you about this just yet and stuff like that, right? But I guess, you know, like this is kind of like the appropriate forum to be like, hey, like, you know. But I have long thought that maybe live streaming is not quite like
for you 100%.
100% right now because of my schedule, right? Like I've actually thought about the fact that maybe it's pre-recorded content that I'm supposed to be doing and not actually live streaming. And the reason behind that is because like with pre-recorded content, you know, like you kind of create it, right? And then you build up a backlog of it, and then you can release it as you go and stuff like that, right? Where it's not that you won't have a schedule, but the fact is like the schedule is a little bit more flexible in terms of my lifestyle, you know, with my job, my current job and stuff like that, right?
Well, also,
so I've actually
thinking, okay, and so there are two major things that we've been thinking about. We've been thinking about going into the Artist Alley circuit. That's one. But then two, it's how are we going to schedule our content lately, right? Because it's not fair to like be like, hey guys, we're going to just, well, for you don't want to stop making content, or because it's a good, because to a certain extent for people to understand, right? It's also a good way to advertise your skill. You can't really do one without the other. You're kind of at that level of, or that point in our content career where you can't do one without the other a little bit. So how do we fix this? And like having like, so we were thinking about doing like, if we enter the convention circuit, to do vlogs about the convention experience, and visiting a little bit more. But if not bar, then more so I'm doing it. As your partner and proxy a little bit.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a deal for me to go to conventions by myself.
You know, like it's just tough, right? Like, you know, like discussing this stuff now because like, you know, when I started streaming like what is it now?
It's like
Tony 3-4 years ago. Hello, welcome in. How you guys been? Wow, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing okay.
And doing better.
But yeah, we're just kind of discussing
our
stream schedules for ourselves. Yeah, because you know, like as of recent, we've just realized like, well, it's not that we've just realized that.
Oh, we've been realizing this for a long time. We've been kind of slightly in denial, I guess.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good way to you know,
Her talk of going to a con. Yeah, we're thinking about doing more art convention stuff. So that's actually kind of talks about content that we're thinking about doing. So Bard, as you can, if you see on Bard's side of things, assuming that my timing isn't impeccable and things haven't gone horribly wrong, Bard is drawing Flomoko. What form though, Bard? It's not because you're not. We've never known you to be a part of the Bao Bao, a ruffian, so to speak.
I know, right? I've never been a ruffian. I mean, it's like it's not that I've been completely
Or a
like,
loud
unaware of
ruffian,
them
at
or-
least.
Yeah, or anything like that, right? But it's because like I'm feeling like this is the type of art that you know, like it's what people want, right? When you go to the convention scene and the convention circuit, right? So I'm trying to do a little bit more to satisfy the
algorithm.
need, right? The algorithm.
The in-person
like that,
algorithm.
Right? The in-person algorithm, yeah.
You're thinking about doing more art conventions too?
Oh,
what a
nice,
coinky dink.
yeah. I know, what a coinkity dink.
But yeah, like Bard. So one of the things that Bard does obviously is the splash art. So we're thinking about expanding Bard's portfolio, and so in theory, with Bard at least, art wise, he's going to be doing more art streams. Wow, what a huge shocker!
I know, right? Whoa, more art stream. What?
But you're thinking, but you are coming to the point of your art career where you have to do it outside of stream too. Like you can't just wait to work on art for stream.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. Like that's not realistic. In order to produce art for for anime conventions or whatever conventions we enter.
Yeah, cause like, and you know, like one of the big things for me, right? Like, I noticed like a certain application for a certain network. Let's just say, I'm not gonna say what it is for, right?
The Food Network.
The Food Network, yes, the Food Network. The application for the Food Network. No, but if you guys are in that said network, you will know what I'm talking about, right? But basically, the application to get verified as an artist there, right? Almost requires you to have an output that's like a godly amount of art. If you're gonna be a convention artist, then you need to be a freaking artist, right? And in order for me to get an approval there, for example, right, they're expecting to see over the course of a year, yeah. So over the course of a year, I need to have at least produced 15 pieces, minimum. And that, like, you guys have kind of seen that I maybe produce one piece of art every month. So obviously that is way not even enough. That's not even close to being, and especially since this is a minimum amount, think of how much more art you have to be able to draw and produce.
So the good thing to a certain extent though, is that since we're doing it as a duo, in theory, it gets kind of split in half a little bit. But they do prefer to having like the big splash art prints. Or a lot of small stickers.
A lot of places down here require a portfolio with a card and examples and such.
So we actually have a website.
Yeah, we actually do have a website at this point, right?
So,
like,
for people who don't know, our we have an art collective called Cappy Buds. May or may not also be the website. Wink wonk.
Wink wonk.
That we've actually started a page specifically to showcase. Well, Bard was really bad about uploading his stuff to the website. I kept nagging him, going like, Bard, upload your work to the portfolio. We're paying for this website.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Yeah, don't worry. I'll get to it. Don't worry.
And I had to be like, Bard, sit down. I'm like, we want to apply to our conventions. You need to start uploading because it can't just be my shit.
Yeah.
So Bard did actually do it now.
Yeah.
I think it can include prints and merch like stickers and keychains. Oh, nice. Yeah, so we technically have a professional, quote unquote, not really professional looking, maybe in the future we'll hire someone to like redo our website because we're both too lazy to actually do proper website design at the moment, despite Bard going to school for it.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that sad? Jeez.
But I also need to just update it in general. But one of the things that in terms of my content that we want to include though is that we were hoping that with me trying to do more of the smaller, because like let's look at it this way, Bart is going to focus on like the big illustrations while I focus on the small illustrations. So what I was thinking about adding into my content was that I was going to be doing kind of endurance streams of making like sticker illustrations, and like I have to do like a quota of like 5 stickers a stream, or at least complete 5 stickers a stream, or so that kind of works because then I'm doing 2 jobs, right? I'm streaming, I'm doing art, and we're making stuff for the conventions technically. And it doesn't have to be even like clever stickers, so to speak. If you have seen or haven't seen, I actually have made like I'm one of those people who's just like, oh, if I'm not interested, I'm not gonna work on it. Like I have to be like very like, I have to be again routine. I have to work in a routine, or else like I lose interest. Because I don't know, maybe it's ADHD. Do I have ADHD? I don't know. I haven't gone tested. Undiagnosed spectrum. Have honor? I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, or keychains or surprising conventions do not allow stickers. Oh yeah, because like I know the reason why is because naughty people will buy stickers and stick them on the walls of the conventions.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. There's actually like a problem with that at certain conventions and stuff like that, so that's why it sucks and stuff like that. But that's why I also feel like when you encounter a situation like that, not that I'm like this expert at merchandising.
We've been researching a lot, okay? We've been watching a lot of like stuff.
But it's like, you know, it's good that stickers themselves, like the artwork for stickers themselves, are easily
transferable,
turned into transferable to other types of merchandise. So, you know, the sticker can be a keychain now, or a magnet, or, you know, any number of small trinket. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sticker.
Yeah,
but the problem with that is that the cost
way up.
you know, goes up. Yeah.
And granted,
you know.
like the cost to make, and like especially, well, the good thing and bad thing is that Bard is now not. If you can't tell, we are not located in Freedom Land at the moment. So a certain T word may not affect us as deeply as our Freedom Lander friends, to a certain extent, right?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Because there's not many manufacturers that can meet the demand, quite honestly. A certain other country.
Is that right, Coffee? Yeah.
Coffee's not even your motherland.
Sorry,
your motherland of the Korea. You're just being
I hear him chiming in.
Keychains and charms sell like hotcakes. I think the enamel charms. That's the one thing that we would like to do, but God, they're so expensive to like just start.
Oh, you guys had a friend in Bounty Hunterville come to Freedom Land for a con last month. Oh, nice, you know.
So, okay, so this goes into another thing. Business licenses.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How are we gonna tackle the business license? Because we were actually gonna table somewhere.
Yeah, we actually were selected to table at a specific event. But we got some news like a week ago about it, right? And
They
the
require.
problem,
It's not because they didn't want us. It's just because the venue required every individual stall to have a business license, not just the host.
yeah, originally they were told that just the host having it was enough, but then they found out that everybody had to have one. Now they did mention to us, like they gave us the info to how to apply for it and everything like that, right? So it's not like they didn't want us there or anything like that, right? Like they tried to help
This was
us.
a general thing. Like it was
Yeah.
This was it
Mhm.
was a shock to the host as well.
Yeah, but what happened was they realized that even if like they were trying to help everyone get these licenses, right? But they realized one big thing is that even if everybody applied for it, you likely won't get the business license in
Or
time for
even
the
if you
event.
did try applying for it, like it depends on everyone's not going to be a home business, so that might take too long.
Yeah,
Or if
mhm.
they even want to apply in the first place, because it is an expense, right? That people don't want to make that. Don't want to make officially, because then you have to file I think you have to file another tax, right, for your business. I don't know how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah. Some cons let you buy them the day of, depends on where. Yeah, I've heard that before, right? Like, some cons have it set up like that, right? But like specifically in Freedom Land, like every state has its own regulations for that. Like some of them you have to purchase beforehand and get them, like
I think like
set
Anime
up.
Expo, you have to buy beforehand, right?
Yeah, like I would imagine because it's California, right? Like
Yeah.
like,
Darn you,
same-
California!
I know, right? So it's like, it's like you said, it really depends on where, the event is being held, and not necessarily like, and the rules, that are the laws that are set up there, right? So it's like it's a very complicated thing. We're trying to work through it. And because we're learning, like we're taking baby steps into this, right? So we're still very much learning all the ins and outs of trying to do something like this, and it's like we're stumbling over every single pitfall as we go. Despite the fact that we've watched like quite a few, hey, do this or prepare this, to get yourself ready, we are still like stumbling like crazy when it comes to this stuff, because it's like the first time for us, right? Like just seriously doing this, even if we have friends who have done this for quite a while now.
I have several friends who have done this for years, and it's not even their main income.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of them haven't made it their main business, despite I think one of them is quite successful in it, but she still has a day job.
Yeah.
But like regardless, right? Like it's complicated. But we are determined to kind of like at least develop the product line.
Yeah, I think for us the most important thing for this is over the course of the next year is to develop the product line, like
Yeah.
just adding things that we will be offering and stuff like that, right? And that comes not just in terms of output in terms of art, right? But actually the ideas behind it, right? Like there's actually like we've actually discussed a little bit about having more OCs, for example. In some way,
Because
shape,
some
or form.
places don't allow you to have like more than 50% of it being fan art, I think, right? You said?
Yeah. It's like you have to have a certain ratio of fan art versus original content that you as a creator or like has created and stuff like that, right? And right now we're very heavily on the fan art side, at least from my end, right? And stuff like that, right? So we have to come up with a lot more stuff, right? So I think like I've got to, for example, draw more artwork of Biscotti, for example, and maybe leverage out like certain characters that we have on my side of things a little bit more, building.
No, you can read it.
Oh yes, building a portfolio is important. From looking at the last places, AA, yes, 75% was what it was when I was younger. Yeah. And I think too that like, okay, like admittedly, and this is something that I've heard from some of the tips that we've seen along the way, and it's something that we're not. I don't think like we'd be comfortable with like trying to do that. Some people kind of get away with, right? There are a lot of people that can't tell the difference between original anime characters and ones that you created yourself. I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like when they send the team to audit, they're mainly looking for like, oh, is that Goku from Dragon Ball or Luffy from One Piece, right? Like they really can't tell, and they can't be 100% certain. So you can get away with certain things, but like again, we're not the types that would want to like skirt the rules.
This is
on
my
purpose,
original
right?
OC. Go ranks.
Yeah. Oh, and Duffy, Gorilla Bee Duffy. Yeah, that's my original character. Sure, he's a pirate. Yeah, clearly.
Why is
So
that
fan
strange?
Yeah, I know, right? So fan art was way more prevalent at the con, so long as it's self-made and not a replica. Portfolio needs to be that 75% to show, but the cons is usually a mix. Yeah, and it's like it's one of those things that like
We're not opposed to making original content. That's the thing. For anybody that's worried, we're not opposed to it. But it may be more reliant on my stickers or art. I guess possibly future charms when we want to make that investment jump.
And it's like But yeah, it's like like I started with fan art because I do genuinely enjoy like characters of all kinds. I mean, like my entire output is basically fan art except for Biscotti.
And Biscotti even drawn in how long?
The last one. Yeah, because the last image of Biscotti that I have is actually sitting inside of a hard drive that's on my desk right now, right? And the thing is, I haven't finished that piece. I came so close to finishing it. It was just the background image for it. It's the Monster Hunter Biscotti one.
Oh, that one, right?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. It's actually the files for are on my hard drive. It's just that like I've been.
But then would that technically be fan art because it's technically Monster Hunter?
It's technically Monster Hunter, right? Yeah. So even then, it's like wow, Bard, your output is entirely fan art, right? But like
you're sliding
like,
into DMs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Gee.
So, dude, I mean, are we touching fingies in the DMs?
Oh, whoa. Wait. Okay. No thoughts. But yeah, like it's one of those things, right? Like where I need to like address that pretty soon, which is like drawing a whole bunch of stuff. Like right now I'm still very happy like doing fan art, and I'll continue to do fan art, right? But there might be some times where I'm just gonna like do some of the things that I had originally thought of, like explore drawing more Biscotti art, for example, or maybe Skinwalker Chan actually gets a real design finally after all these years,
or maybe
right?
Bard finally makes the bikini cappy a charm.
Bikini Cappy. Yeah, the Bikini Cappy charm, or Mukibara appears once more. Mukibara has been relegated to the just being a every now and then Onegai muscle, right? But like originally I was thinking that Mukibara might actually have different poses for that. So there was an original idea to have Mukibara make more appearances than just being there like every now and then. So we'll kind of see where it goes, because like I think like again like the hard part for me is like I just need the time to create the output. It's not necessarily the ideas themselves, right? It's like it's just like focusing and actually doing those things and not letting outside things distract me so much, right? Like, so, you know, like, I mean, you guys can kind of see it too in that when I first started doing the stream, I drew half the time, and then sometimes I would play games and stuff like that, and more I have not played games as much on the stream, right? It's all really been like fan art streams for the last like how long? Like maybe half a year now.
That's not
like
a bad
I've
thing.
been yeah, it's not a bad thing. You know, it's just like I just needed to really focus on which type of content that I'm doing and not like be all over the place with it and stuff like that, right? So, you know, like I think the last time I played a game seriously on the stream was about 3 months ago when I played Infinity Nikki with you.
Well, most
That was
of the gaming was on my channel. That's the thing.
Yeah. Or actually, no, that's actually a lie. We did do well. It's because it was on your channel, right? We did do Uma Musume streams, but like we mainly did it on as a thing on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily over here on mine.
But that was fun to
like
do,
that,
the competition.
It was. I had a lot of fun doing that. You know, like.
But yeah, this kind of goes back to the
Mhm.
problem of like with making my streams much earlier, potentially longer in the day. We can't have those streams anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's your stream day.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad, right? Like in a lot of ways. You know, because we did have a lot of fun with those and stuff like that. And you know, I don't want to say that I'm like it's like, oh, that's it, we're never going to do stuff like that again,
Yeah.
right? Right now it's kind of like it's
Well,
hard.
we're changing our content, and well, we're both changing our content or changing something in general. Because of work, so to summarize from earlier, I'm unemployed. I mean, I'm a full-time streamer now.
Full-time content creator,
but
yeah.
I haven't really been doing my job because it's so late in the evening that even if I wanted to play games with Bard has to go to bed. And so it's kind of like, well, if I'm not playing with Bard anyways, I might as well start streaming earlier, so at least we can spend time with each other during regular hours.
Yeah.
While Bard is working, I should be streaming, type of thing, right? So it's fair to Bard, and it's not just all Munii just lays around the house until 8 p.m.
And no, miss, that's the horse game.
Yeah,
that
that is horse
racing.
game. But like that just brings up the sad part, because half the reason I've been not playing some games is because I'm waiting for Bard to play in order to play it. And that
the problem is,
we can't do it regardless. So it's kind of, it becomes a little moot. It's a little sad for Bard because he does, but at the same time, Bard can actually watch me on the side. It's just that he can't commentate as much as he would like to anymore. Because he has to earn money for me. I mean, household expenses.
Yeah, household expenses.
Try to work on stuff while Alex at work and Mars are killing me. Been getting messages and getting them back up to speed every week. Oh, I'm really happy for you, Tony.
Yeah, you know, like anything to make things a little bit easier, right, or better, right? Like, yeah, that's great, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, but yeah, it's like, you know, like that's where my current situation is, at least. Well, you know, our current situation.
Okay, well,
say,
the
right?
thing is that you're gonna stop streaming on Sunday. That's definite. Like, I think we should start doing more concrete
sure.
things. Sunday is no longer possible for Bard.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sunday crew.
So, yeah, that's just like, and that's kind of sad because I always thought of Sunday as the day that's like, oh, I could probably have the most time to be able to do something, you know, on Sunday. But as it turns out, Sunday is probably the worst time for me to try to do
for both of us, honestly. Both of us, like, we're probably going to like not do Sunday anymore.
Yeah. So it leaves 6 other days, right? I think Tuesday and Thursday are okay for me. That I can kind of leave them the way that they are, right? But it's just trying to find an extra day that was
because you want to do at least 3, right?
Yeah, I want to do at least 3 and stuff like that, right? Now, originally, from you guys who have been here for like since the days of Uriah Beardsley, right? I was streaming actually, what was it? Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Actually,
well, we both used to
thing.
stream I think like almost like what?
Mm-hmm,
We both used to stream about 4 days a week.
Yeah. So on the weekday days, those were my days originally,
yeah,
right?
and then we both reduced it to 3 days a week. So
yeah,
I'm gonna try boosting mine up to maybe 5 days a week until I find an actual job.
Okay.
And for you, you're staying with the 3 streams a week, but
yeah,
but
it's like
more
so
dedicated.
Here's my
focus,
choices. Yeah, so here's my choices, right? Like, I don't want to do Friday for sure, right? That there was a reason that we both gave up Friday, like, and I'm gonna keep to that, right? Like, in terms of date night and stuff like that, right? So that's still out. There's no Friday, right? We're gonna go back to that. The other choices would be something like, what is it? It's either Monday or Wednesday. The other idea might be Saturday, but the thing is, Saturday feels a lot like Sundays to me. Because Saturdays and Sundays are the only times that everybody is actually like out of work, like in terms of our social circles and for family and friends and stuff like that, right? So if I try to stream on Saturday, I feel like I'm just gonna run into the same issues that I ran into with Sunday, where it's like every other stream is just gonna be a no-go, and then, you know, like I gotta cancel more than I can actually go on and stuff like that, right? So I don't think Saturday is the right
call for
time. Though
you did debate about that.
Oh, there is an actual way I can stream Saturday, but it's probably not gonna be good for everybody that I usually comes to visit, and that's if we do Saturday night after everything is over, which means I would actually be streaming Saturday night at local time here and stuff like that, which is too late for most people that have visited here in previous. So basically Saturday stream would be my day of starting over in terms of building, like, you know, like an audience, you know, to use the vernacular of a content creator, right? So it's like, I don't know if that's really what I would want to do, because yeah, because that almost feels like I'd be abandoning everybody a little bit, and, you know, like I feel really bad about that already.
It's not like you're
know?
abandoning them inherently.
Yeah, but, you know, like it does feel like it, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's not that I am. It's just that, you know, like the thought of it is kind of like
you're
right?
kind of sad
So,
about it,
you know, yeah. So I'm kind of wrestling with that right now, you know.
Yeah, but for Tony, it's been great since they can draw and write again, and also get out there too. I suggested the con to know that you VTube too, and they might offer meet and greets or walk around just to say hi. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think that the meet and greets are really worth it for Bart and I at our current stage, personally. I mean, it's good for just new people might find us through those. But I think for Bart and I, you're more would you want to do a meet and greet? That's the thing.
At a con, the problem with that would be that, like let's say I actually was like super popular VTuber versus Bard, right? Like the problem with doing a meet and greet means that I can't be at the table,
Yeah.
to do the thing that we kind of want to do,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah. So you
Like
know,
online, you are anonymous, but at the conventions, you actually show up there in person.
yeah. That's totally fair. We saw a few smaller VTubers doing it at the con via a phone with someone walking around. It's more so for cons you don't get into. Yeah, you know, that is true, right? Like, it is, because there's the popularity of, like, for example, like Iron Mouse does a lot of those walk-arounds with Connor a lot in their videos and stuff like that, right? Like they just released a set where they just kind of went to Disneyland and all those theme parks in that direction and stuff like that, right? So there is like definitely, like, I think
A market.
a market for that, right? But then, you know, that goes back to, remember what I was saying earlier, you know, like, there's been a thought in the back of my head for a very long time, and this is even prior to us meeting, where I almost felt like live streaming is so much fun because I get to do the art thing in front of everybody, but then also, is it the right format for the kind of time that I actually have to dedicate to it? Because, like, a lot of streamers don't really get to grow too much when they only stream for like 2 hours. Like you mentioned that, you know, earlier, right? Like as a factor that had been kind of stalling
Both of
your
us.
own growth,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and it's definitely been a big thing for me because I kind of knew going in, like, you know, my schedule is only 2 hours a night. I barely get anything done in terms of art. It takes me 3 weeks to finish like one piece, when I know for a fact that if I sat here and I drew, I could probably finish something every 2 or 3 days. Like, I've done it before. It's just that what has happened to me now is I've been waiting to stream to actually draw.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weird part, right? Like,
No, it's the same with me with
it's be-
video games, though. So I hear you.
yeah, right? Like, because I've got like a lot of games in the back that I want to play and finish, right? Like, I'm still stuck in the middle of playing Atelier Ryza 2. But and I have the Atelier Ryza 3 and Yumiya on my Steam list. I don't play any of them because I'm thinking, oh, what if I
Stream it.
save it for a time? Yeah, because I should stream it, right? So that's actually completely stopped me from playing games at all. Other than fighting games, because fighting games are dynamic in that, you know, like you just kind of play the game like right then and there, and then that's it. Like, it changes as you go, right? But even with fighting games, I'm not dedicated the amount of time that is like that will make me good at them, like good to the point where it's like, wow, it's kind of worth it for me to dedicate my streams to that, right? So it's like, you know, it's like one of those catch-22 situations of you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So that's why I've been thinking, like, maybe it's not live streaming that is the content for me, but like, I think I'm gonna have to make that decision in the future, right? Like, at some point, because I do still enjoy it. Like, that's the thing, I do enjoy doing the art in front of everybody. It's just that I don't know if I have the time to dedicate to it, you know? Quite like I had in the past.
Well, I
you
think
know?
we have to change our habits a little bit. Like, for the gaming, I kind of get it, because you want to make a series out of it. Like, for me, I'm like, now with me and certain games, like, I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts with you,
Yeah, we
but
haven't
that's
played
not
Kingdom
gonna
Hearts.
happen. I don't think it's just gonna happen. I think I just need to go and play it.
Yeah, and then the same thing happened with us doing Danganronpa. Like, I did 2 chapters of the
You
the
didn't even finish the
original
second one,
arc.
too.
Yeah, I have not finished the second one yet, and it's just kind of waiting, and, you know, like, it's like something always happens where it's like I can't continue, right? Like, so it's like,
Well, it's
okay.
very intensive to read it. That's the thing. And we don't have that time investment sometimes when we're together, because we're like, well, we rather just spend time with each other outside of stream.
Yeah,
I think that's
and
what
I
it,
think
sometimes it is.
it's funny too, because the other day, actually, Munii, you mentioned something to me, right? Like, you were doing an observation of what kind of games that I usually like to play and stuff like that, right? And you said, Bart, you're not usually like an RPG type of guy, right? And that's really weird because growing up, like hearing that now, but growing up, like what was my favorite game growing up? It was like 2 games, like Final Fantasy VI and Xenogears, of all things, right? Like 2 of the longest freaking role-playing games ever, right? Were my favorite things growing up. But, in the modern age, I can't actually say that I'm like a huge fan. Yeah, those are the 2 games that growing up that were my favorites in terms of role-playing games. But you would never guess that, like, now, like if you see the type of games that I play, like you would never guess that I was actually a huge role-playing game
lately
person. Yeah. Like I was playing MMOs like for the longest time too. Like I was in the rating like the rating parties and stuff like that, right? So it was like one of those things where it's like the high time investment games were actually my favorite things to do in the past. And it is a little sad to me that it's not a thing for me now, but at the same time, it's like if it were still a thing for me now, I would be sacrificing like doing arts and stuff.
And
like
you
that,
enjoy
right?
art a little bit more.
Yeah, precisely. No, like I do enjoy art a lot more. It's just that I had a lot of what do you say? Like how do you describe it? It's like I had a lot of confidence issues in terms of my art back then. So like admittedly, I will freely admit that, I played a lot of like MMOs, for example, right? I played a lot of those games to cope with the fact that I felt like I wasn't gonna get any good. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that there was like like I would spend more time on other things than I would on my own art. Not that that's like a bad thing. Like don't ever think that Bart is telling you don't play MMOs because you they like
you want to be an artist, don't play MMOs.
yeah. Times change and some people can keep up with JRPGs.
Oh, we both.
Can.
I think like we both kind of feel like some of the stories are too redundant because we read it all before,
Yeah,
like we need something that like, makes us like go like, wow, that's like really unique.
Yeah, and it's like, my thing disconnected, of course. Oh no, everybody's gonna get my screen number or whatever.
Oh no, called. Everyone, type in that number right now because you'll definitely get connected.
Yeah, you'll definitely connect to my my stream right now. Oh wait, it didn't even ask me for it. Yeah, it's like it's just one of those things like and yeah, like now in hindsight now I see that it was really silly of me to think that way, but like I think because I don't have like I didn't have a whole lot of confidence, number one, in terms of life in general, right? Like I know everybody says that they're depressed in some way or some form, like everybody is, right? But I think like I wasn't admitting to myself like how bad it was for myself, even before recent.
And now I'm depressed all the time. And it's not because of Bard.
No, like. Like right now, I think in terms of headspace, I am in such like a different
you're kind of in a good headspace where I kind of reverted to being in a bad headspace lately, and I'm just gonna confess that like up front, right? I'm not gonna like hide that I sound positive. Inside I'm dead inside, but I think that's most adults in our.
Yeah, but I think earlier in my not career of drawing, it was tough for me because like it was 2 things, right? It was number one, I wasn't confident myself. Like I didn't believe in myself, right? Because which is one of the worst things that you could do. Like belief in yourself is so much more powerful than what people think it is. It's not just like a silly thing. You have to actually believe that you can
And
do
you have
it in order to
practice
convince yourself.
too, right?
Yeah, right.
Like it's like you don't
And
get
then-
good in a day.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second thing was like, and like I have mentioned previously that like I do have friends who are really good at art, and they help me out with mine. They point things out that I could do better. Even with this image, like with this pose in particular, right? For Fuwawa, like they were helping me out with how to draw it and what position that certain things can take, like where to foreshorten, what I should look out for and stuff like that, right? They are very integral in helping me develop as an artist. But also, and this is not to blame anybody. This is where having very little confidence in yourself can be detrimental. I looked at what they did in terms of art, and I just kept thinking to myself, I'm never going to be that good. So why am I going to bother trying to be that good?
And the problem
Let
is
me
that,
do-
it's also this. They're so good at art, but they're not doing anything with it. And they both want to do something with it, but they don't do anything with it. You know what I mean?
But, like... No, I know. But it's like...
it was kind of like
beyond
the whole,
that-
like, well, if they're not going to do anything, it's like they could have made it, but because they're not choosing to make it, what makes you, I'm not good enough to even make it, so why should I even try, right, is what I mean.
Yeah. Like, so, I would constantly compare myself to other people who were around me that did the art thing, and they were so much better than me. But I in me doing that all the time, I caused myself to look for other ways to cope with that. Like I was learning a lot of different things that were like tangential to what we wanted to do, but not quite actually the drawing part of what we wanted to do, right? Like I figured out how to script some simple gaming stuff. I learned how to use Unity 3D a little bit. I learned how to use Ren'Py and all that other stuff, right? And it was everything to avoid actually doing the art and stuff. This is stuff that I can say now with like the hindsight that I have. But I think that ultimately when you want to be like good at art, the most important thing isn't necessarily the inherent skill that you currently have. It's just having the confidence in yourself to understand that, hey, you're gonna get there at some point, or your air server is gonna disconnect you every 5 minutes.
And also like you need to be kinder to yourself in terms of your art journey.
I think a lot of people put too much pressure on themselves when it comes to their art and stuff like that, right? Like, you're not gonna be the best like on day one, and quote unquote being the best, right? Like you're not gonna be the best artist ever, because there's always gonna be somebody that is gonna be better in a lot of ways that you aren't, right? Like because they'll specialize in.
Yeah, and everyone's ideal art is going to be different.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, I guess that all that is to say, I think I want to stream more because of that, and I want to do art more, but I just haven't found
the perfect schedule.
The perfect schedule for myself. So I think I'm going to be struggling with that for a bit longer. But you though, you're
I have to increase. That's just the story.
Yeah. So I guess that's the story between the both of us right now in terms of what we are thinking about doing for the future, right? Like you're thinking about doing more streams on the weekly. Meanwhile, I need to pick another day that's not Saturday and Sunday. And it might be Monday. It might be Monday, and it might be Wednesday. Okay.
We might be Wednesday,
so
Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So then you have like 3 days out of the week.
Yeah, and that might even be good to have that, you know, so that it's like I have a consistency to it and stuff like that, right? So that, you know, I'm not falling into this like inconsistency. Like I just stopped drawing like every other day, and then it's like just kind of, you know,
the motivation.
Yeah, it just kind of disappears after a while, and then I forget, right? Like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, or room for it. Oh, thanks, you know, like, yeah, you know. And I think too that like, and this is something that, you know, I've been saying forever. I've been saying this forever. The type of art that I've been doing, this is something that, like, you know, I either have to commit to it. It's like, okay, excuse my language right now, right? You gotta shit or get off the toilet. Like, I'm sorry. Like, so for me, it's, am I ever going to freaking do the spicy art that I claim that I like to do and want to do? Because to this day, I've only done maybe like 1 or 2 things, right? One of which you guys haven't even seen because, you know, like I completed it, but it was a gift to my papa, and you know, like it was
not
like
Papa
my
Cappy.
Papa, I should say. Not Papa Cappy.
God, if you were to draw spicy art for Papa Cappy,
no, I don't think Papa Cappy could look me in the eye if I did. Oh no, but like I gotta like actually commit to the bit. Like I can't keep avoiding it, right? Like because it's like I think for me it goes back to the whole confidence thing. I've been giving myself excuses to be like, okay, when I get better at it, I'll do it. You know? Like I've been giving myself these same excuses like this entire time. So it's just one of those things, right? Like where I think that, you know, as part of my content that I need to start doing it, like for seriously, you know, amongst other things, drawing, you know, outside of the stream instead of just waiting till a stream to draw, you know. Bar art is so good. The birdie in the sexy dress is still, yeah, you know, like it's like, you know, I've been talking about it for so long and not actually doing it, and the only thing that I've done is one.
Oh shoot, I didn't even realize. Well, it's fine. I needed to stop playing anyway somehow.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it time? Is that time?
No, it's
we went
closer.
over time.
I have time 5-10 more minutes. But I'll just go to my chatting screen.
Yeah.
No, I just failed on the first level. That's embarrassing for me.
Oh no. But yeah, we were thinking about doing a shorter stream today to just kind of get our plans
kind of our
out
thoughts
there.
out. Yeah, because
yeah.
Again, we've been really bad about just not regularly streaming as much as we say we want to. Like we're not following up with what
yeah, like our promise, like, you know, like of what we were thinking about doing. So I think yeah, I think, you know, like when are we gonna start doing any of this anyway?
Well, I think I should start next week at least. Like, you know, give myself a week to really like hammer it out.
Yeah. I think I might do the same thing, like just so that I get my logistics in order in terms of like, okay, like really think about, okay, how am I gonna do this every for 3 days in a row, right? Like, is it gonna be at the same time and stuff like that, right? So I think starting next week, so I will do one more stream on Thursday, but I'll likely not see everybody until next Tuesday, and then like I'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Ironically, this is a shorter stream for both of us. But
yeah,
we took a nap earlier today. We got a new couch. We worked really hard. We got a new couch.
We worked super hard putting that couch together, okay? And it's a damn fine couch.
It's so comfy, guys. We don't like the material though.
Yeah, I know. Like, I keep describing the material of the couch as being the same skin texture as Godzilla. But you know what? It's so comfy. It's all comfy. But yeah, like it was our first big boy purchase together. Um, like so, yeah, So happy you guys are together in person now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a long
Well,
time
Bard
coming,
decided to run away from me. Later
What?
this
Oh
month
yeah.
for a work event. He says.
Yeah, I gotta be away for like 2.5 weeks. It's not quite 3 weeks, but
Hello, Pokemon. Are you attacking me now? You like mommy, you done?
then I'll be back. But when I get back though, I have plans. I have plans to I'm gonna do the Kessel run. I'm gonna get in the Millennium Falcon and I'm gonna smuggle those Cintiques over the border. No. I'm gonna try to get my setup over here, my actual computer and stuff like that. Worst case scenario, I can only get my drawing monitor over. It's okay if that's what it is. Then that's what it is. I get my drawing monitor.
Our washing
this
machine
laptop.
is calling.
Yeah, I've noticed it's been beeping at us for a while now, and I'm like, I hope nobody's hearing that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I need to start skedaddling, but I don't think I'm gonna raid out, mostly because like I only have. I think you're just viewing my channel, so I think it's just you who needs to raid out.
Yeah.
But at least from my side, Bard can technically keep going.
Technically, I can keep going. But
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. No, I think I'm gonna end the stream here with you at the same time, and then I'm just going to go and do some chores around the house for a little bit.
Like do the recycling. We've been meaning to do the recycling.
That we've been avoiding for some reason. Yeah.
Condo life.
Like we just gotta get all these things out of the way and stuff like that. And as you guys may or may not be hearing, the dishwasher is just screaming. Okay. Yeah, the dishwasher is screaming bloody murder at the both of us to just get these dishes out of here. Like, so yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's our cue.
But thank you everyone for dropping by and here's talk about it. We will be doing an official announcement when our schedule changes on our Discords.
Yep.
Unfortunately, on my side of things, you probably won't see Bart as often. Maybe I will be around in Bart's streams a little bit every so often, or maybe I raid into Bart's streams because he would be after me. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys. Yeah. Nice to hear from you guys. Hope you have a nice evening, and thank you for the stream. Yeah, no problem. Like it's always fun. It's always fun with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But anyways,
time to shut that.
Good night,
dishwasher
everybody.
off.
Have a good day, good morning, or good afternoon.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. Bard. He leaves.
I'm going to get the dishwasher.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.